you doing? My name is Jermaine Jackson with Daybreak Star Radio, and here we are indigenizing the airwaves with voices across Indian country. And I have a special guest with me. Can you introduce yourself and tell our listeners who you are and where you're from and what great nation you represent?
Absolutely. My name is Diop Harris, born and raised in Battle Creek, Michigan. I'm a member of the Nattawasipi Huron Band of the Potawatomi tribe, and I am running for Congress in Michigan's 4th Congressional District, but here in Seattle today at NCAI's annual conference.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. So, what conversations or goals are you focused on here at NCAI this year?
Yeah, as someone who's aspiring to run for Congress, somebody who's going to be a representative for all of Indian country, just one of them, I'm looking to hear what's going on in a lot of different corners of Indian country outside of my own. I want to hear what's most important to tribal citizens and tribal leaders in other nations that aren't my own. As I'm looking to represent folks in Congress, a lot of folks, including the 500 plus tribal nations, will be looking for me to fight for them as well, and I need to be here to learn what that fight entails.
Definitely, we need more representation in all of politics. So, what is the most important topic on this year's agenda over here at NCAI, and why does it matter to you?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's listed as a specific title or topic, but I know that a lot of people are talking about it. Economic prosperity, which means diversifying where we get our sources from, that being private sector, government funding, and how can we make ourselves more sustainable? How can our economies be more resilient when we have, crises that are pandemics, they're political and social, and sometimes they're, cause on our own. So how can we make sure that our economies are strong for the future, as well as our environment and our natural resources, protecting our water, making sure that our landscape is there, not just for us now, but for the 7 generations ahead, like the 7 generations behind us had.
Definitely. And why do you think Native and Indigenous representation is important in media today?
We're a crucial voice that's being left out. We are America, we are Indigenous people. We've been here the longest, and not only do we deserve a seat at the table, I believe that America loses out by not having us at the table. I think that we know how to take care of the land the best. I think that we know how to take care of people the best. And if our ways, our traditions aren't at the fore, aren't at the table, then I think we're all just missing out. So I decided a long time ago, if I could do anything about it, we weren't going to miss out if I had control over it. So that's why I'm getting into my own race. And I encourage a lot of young folks, all the listeners out there, to take ownership of your own community. You don't got to run for Congress, but do something that improves your own life and folks in your community.
Definitely. And so finally, is there one message that you want to share with the world?
Yeah. Running for office, creating change in your own community, it may look hard, but that's only because the people doing it are, they don't have the right things at heart. Our leaders who have been able to bring impact to our communities, create change for our folks, this stuff has been easy for them. Did they have to sacrifice? Oh, a hell lot. They had to give up nights and weekends. They had to give up friends. They had to give up money, time, and energy. But they did all those things because it was worth it, not only for themselves, but for their families. And I believe I'm in that same line of work. And I just need your help. So if you know somebody out there that's making change in their communities, help that person out. And if there isn't that person making change in your community, be that person. So just step up is all I'd ask.
Yeah, so where can our listeners find more information about you and what you're doing?
Yeah, you can go to Diop4MI, DIOP 4, the number, MI.com. You can learn more about my campaign. You can find social media and where I'm at on those channels. And you also can find a way to donate to my campaign and help power this movement.
Definitely. Well, Diop, it was a pleasure meeting you and looking forward to a lot of things that you have in store in the future.
All right. Well, thanks, Jermaine. I appreciate it, and have a good rest of your day, man.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks.